You excited? I'm excited. Plants and Space Engineers. I'm Kay. When we left off, I had just finished building a couple items, getting the refineries going, getting the assemblers going, building the center area, and as you can see, I've done a little bit more work on it. I've taken the ship out again, scouted around, found a lot more uranium, found iron, found silicon, found magnesium, more magnesium, even found silver. And as you can tell, I've got a bunch of stuff refining right now. Still got a lot of stuff inside the drill ship. Having to move things by hand, but I am working on finishing the conveyor system. Now that will only take it into the cargo pods, and then I have to build a conveyor system on this side to take it to the refineries. But for right now, everything should be good to go. But the best, most exciting news is we have a reactor now. Plenty of uranium to power it, so we're moving right along. So I'm going to give this time to refine. We'll be RBs. And we're back. And if you take a look, you'll see that we're missing a few parts off of our ship. I had a unique moment where I ejected out of the cockpit when the ship was going full speed, 100 meters per second, without any type of inertial dampeners on. Apparently it skipped off the ground. But as you can see, it didn't really take out very much, so we just got to repair this. Thanks to Bullseye for helping me out. He was able to find the ship and piloted it back to our base. So not too much taken off. We lost some thrusters, connectors, couple spotlights. The large cargo container. I was actually on my way to get mine iron, so luckily everything was completely empty. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and continue repairing this ship, and we'll be right back. It says it's making steel plates, but I have no idea where they're going. None whatsoever. The only sorter block that's on it, one way, and it's not a pulling way. Well, I'm going to continue fixing this up. Just got to wait for parts to build now. And we're back. As you can see, I've gotten the refineries completely built. All the productivity and effectiveness modules built, as well as the conveyor systems with sorter blocks. The conveyor sorters are still a little bugged out when it comes to the cargo containers, but other than that, it all seems to be working fine. All that's left on this little starter base is to enclose this, as well as to create one more landing pad for the picking up of items. Oh, and I'm out of oxygen. Or hydrogen. Yeah, as you can see, everything keeps going into this cargo container. I have to manually drag it over to the other ones. Even though, as you can see, it's clearly marked. So only ore goes into this car container. Come on, refill. You can do it. There you go. I have finished all the solar panels in the solar array. I still have 3 oxygen farms left to build. So I'm going to go ahead and start building all the picking up pods. And I may do it over here. Unless because of the way the conveyors are done, I may have to do it on the sides over here. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and plan this out, and I'll bring you back in. And we're back. As you can see, I've gone ahead and built the drop-off as well as another pad. I've gone ahead and conveyed everything up. I've gone ahead and started filling in all the blocks. Made some timer blocks under this pad right here, which is going to be basically where we just stage our ships. And over here at the pickup area, I've gone ahead and made this the pickup area. That way we can pick up our ships and basically just figure out which direction we want to fly, head off that way. I've enclosed the dome, as you can see. And our little airlock system seems to be working pretty good. Little light will go off and it should open up the door, which it does. And there is oxygen in here. And if the room's depressurized, it won't let you open it. So that will prevent anybody from accidentally venting our system. I have made the M-Master LCD panels. And our medical bay does have hydrogen and oxygen now, as you can see. So I'm going ahead and put our power LCD right over here showing us exactly how much uranium we have, both in the reactor as well as storage. And I have figured out all the issues with the sorter system. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is just finish getting everything built. We're going to start enclosing the reactor area and finish our little landing. So I'm not exactly sure how we're going to enclose this. If I'm going to do another dome. But it should be good. This the area by the solar panels, that's going to be a little tricky. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing this and bring you back in a little bit. And we're back. I've gone ahead and replaced that door. And we've encased this area pretty good. The ceiling's all laid out. I've got windows going all the way around, which I think is going to look pretty nice, as well as you can see, a whole bunch of lights. And if we go outside, let me go ahead and empty my inventory a little bit. And if we go outside, I've been using these ramps, and that's going to allow the solar array to actually clear as it rotates. For the longest time, I actually got concerned that I was putting the glass the wrong way. With the domes, it's a little easier than it is for just the angled blocks. Especially with the blocks automatically rotating before you realize that you need to turn that feature off. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to weld up some more. Bring you back in towards the end when I've completed a lot more. So we'll be right back. Well, it's official. The car's base is finally done. I changed over our one vehicle back to the welder. Help finish everything. All the heavy armor is done. All the aesthetic stuff is done. Got full air tightness. It is ready to go. Built an area under here so that we could gain some access. Future expansions. Drop off, pick up work perfectly fine. All the refineries and assemblers are piped up perfectly. And our airlocks are working. Got some lag. Of our LCD panels are going. So our next step, very simple. Let's get a proper miner built. After that, head out to space. Until next time, this is Kay.